Welcome to the show, everyone. I hope everyone had a really great weekend. I know I did. We're talking about ourselves in here right now, and who doesn't like to talk about themselves? That's what I did. I made it possible for people to do that. My first guest, I'm going to go right into networking because that's what we're doing here. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show in just a little bit. I have with me Gef Woodruff, and he is the owner of Absolute Insurance Solutions. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what's going on in your world.
Absolutely glad to do it, Carol. I'm glad to be here again. It's really been exciting to be able to share my story a little bit and also share what I'm doing in my company as well. But first of all, I guess a little bit about me. I started in this business 18 years ago, and the reason why I did it because my dad in 1998 got sick, really sick, up when we were visiting him up in Seattle, and we kept saying, "Dad, go to the doctor, go to the emergency room." And he kept saying, "You know, son, I'd love to go, but my plan doesn't cover me here in Seattle like it does in Arizona." And unfortunately, when he came home, a few weeks later, he passed away on September 3rd. And so it really crushed my heart, and I decided I'm going to get into insurance, and I'm going to get into health insurance to get people steered away from something that's going to cause that kind of pain and that kind of heartache. But I found out after I studied that it wasn't the insurance that was at fault. It was actually the agent, unfortunately, who didn't give the right information. And because of that, my dad passed away. So I've made it my life mission and my passion for my company is to make sure that I educate people accurately and truthfully so that no thing like that will ever happen to them like it happened to me. And so that's kind of I guess a foundation of where I started from, Carol.
Yeah, and I have to talk about you, okay? First of all, your passion for what you do, it exudes from you.
Thank you.
You know, and you have a lot to talk about. I mean, you know, health insurance. Health insurance covers a lot of different areas. I know you wanted to talk a little bit about Medicare. I know that's really important because it is that season is coming upon us. So let's talk a little bit about what you want to talk about with that area because you guys have to listen up to about the things that he talks about. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Carol, you know, when we first started this a couple weeks ago, you said, let's get the ABCs of Medicare out of the way. And I go, that's a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the ABCs of Medicare. And that's exactly what we have. We have 4 parts to Medicare, and they're all letters. And the first part is Part A. And Part A is hospital insurance. And it actually is paid for when you go to work. So after you've been working for 10 years, or you're a housewife and your husband works for 10 years, at least you hope he does. Anyway, when you do that, you get Part A. Now, after you get Part A, you continue working and it goes into the Medicare fund. And what Part A will cover are the hospital, room and board. So it covers that. And it also will cover home health care. It'll also cover skilled nursing, covers hospice, and it covers blood. Those are the 5 things that are covered under Part A. And if you go in the hospital and all you have is Part A, well, it's a little on the spendy side because it's going to be $1,408 today if you go in the hospital without anything else besides just Part A of Medicare. So when we look at Medicare, we look at it as a foundation, okay? And after you get the foundation understanding, then we layer it with different types of coverages to make sure you're protected the way you want to be protected. So that's Part A. Now, the next part is Part B. Now, Part B is the part that covers all the medical, like your doctor visits and your labs and your surgeries and all those different treatments that they do for you. On that one, there's also a deductible, and it's $198, okay? And that's it for the whole year. It's basically an 80-20 plan. And what it is, the kind of plan that it is, it's not an HMO, it's not a PPO, it's actually a fee for service plan. So every condition that you have known to mankind, they have a fee to cover that, okay? The way they call that is called Medicare allowable. So that's what's covered under Part B, and when you put them together, that's your Medicare, okay? And then after that, you got to get something to go with it, and we'll talk about that next time. Do you have any questions more about Part A or Part B?
Not in those to the A or B part of it, but I wanted to talk about, well, do you want to talk about the market trends now, or should we wait till afterwards, the Medicare part of it? Because in my opinion,
okay,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, well, that's part A and B. If you want to know more about Medicare, give me a call, okay?
Okay.
It's 62, want to give out the number?
His phone number. Let me talk to you about him. Because he does free consultations, and this is what people need to know. This is a free service to you, the families out there.
Oh, yeah.
And Medicare is just part of it. Right now, we're kind of getting ready for that because you got to kind of get ready for it. And there's a lot of questions, and he can answer them for you. He does free consultations for you out there. He's statewide. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau, and you can check him out on his website. It's Absolute Insurance. The number 4, the letter U.com, and the phone number to call him is 623-328-5298. So in Medicare, that's huge. If you have Medicare questions, I love the way that you kind of spelled it out. That was really nice in the way that you did that. So people can see how you kind of talk to other people about this, and it's all about the education part of it.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you something about him too, that he did that you've been talking about the last few times that you've been on the air with me, and that is an incredible way that you merged or married two different or a couple of different carriers out there that you created basically a fabulous program.
Right.
For people out there that you have got to listen up. Every time you come on, there's somebody that says, wow, that sounds pretty cool.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, because I want to talk about the trends and all of that, but first I want to talk about this, and then we're going to go to that. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. So, right now a lot of people are concerned about their health care, and I can understand why, because COVID-19 has made it really forefront. How am I going to take care of my family, and how am I going to get the care that I need when I need it? And so, because these things are happening right now, there are remarkable healthcare products that are available that the public does not really know about or are really aware about. And that's one of the main reasons I came on this radio show, because I wanted to share with you some very innovative and some very forward-looking products that I believe in my very heart of hearts, because I've been doing this, like I say, for 18 years, I believe this is the answer for America. Not what's coming out of Washington, D.C., but what's coming out of what people are putting together to help Americans. And that's what we're going to be talking about, and that's what I'm here all about, too. So with this product, it's so fabulous, and we're going to dive deeper into it, but we're going to tell you about how you can get no co-pays when you go to the doctor. That's fantastic. How about no co-insurance as well? That's fabulous as well. And better yet, this is the part that you got to hear. How about a deductible that disappears automatically without you having to pay on it? I know it sounds too good to be true, but it is true. And when you hear it, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to make you very happy, because there's a solution.
When we come back, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk further. There are trends that are going on. There are people that are very frightened.
Yes.
And he says that he has the answer to the American public. He said it right here on my show, that it's the answer to your healthcare solutions. This is what he's done. I know it. I've heard it now a few times. It is very exciting. Stay tuned, and what we're going to do is when we come back, we're going to now go narrow and deep into it, is what I talk about, like on the air with everybody. And the website to go to him is Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. He is statewide. His phone number direct, it's 623-328-5298. He does free consultations. You can call him. You can talk to him about this, whether it is Medicare, because that's coming up, or this, which I absolutely love. You guys are going to love it. When we come back, we're going to talk further about it. Our number here, again, you can talk to him at his number. It's 623-328-5298. Check him out. It's Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com. Hang tight, because you're going to want to hear this.
Great. Sounds good. Now, do we want to I can still talk a little bit more about it now on the Facebook, folks? Because I do have people watching me on the Facebook.
Go ahead.
So what I want to do on that one is I want to just say that because this plan is so flexible, one, it allows you to create the plan of your choice.
Right.
And
it's
people
a
really like
personalized
that.
plan.
Yeah. If you customize it that way, you're not paying for something that you don't need to use or even will use. So why do that? It's like, it's an analogy. I have somebody that's going to come over and paint a couple rooms in my house, right? And so what do? They say, oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to paint the whole house. I said, well, I just want 2 rooms. That's what you do when you buy major medical. You're buying the whole house. You're not going to use the whole house. You just want the 2 rooms painted. And that's what we want to do. We want to narrow it down so you get what you want. But we also want to make it, on the other hand, we want to make it comprehensive. So if something really bad happens, you're covered for that as well. And we're able to do both of those things, balancing both of those out and making sure that you're fully covered. We also, when we go into the program a little bit more, we'll talk about layering. We'll talk about how we layer different products and how we put them all together so that you build a comprehensive plan. And we'll discuss that a little more in detail, Carol, when we get into that as well. The other thing I want to make sure that you understand is the ability to go see doctors that traditionally you've never been able to see before. I mean, there's been people that have come to me all my years and say, hey, can I go to my naturopathic doctor? I go, that would be wonderful, but no. But now, I can tell you, if they're an NMD, which most of them are, yes. Why don't you go to your naturopathic doctor? Why don't you get covered by someone that you want to have cover you? This is what we're letting people do nowadays. Even Obamacare didn't even do that. So that's what we want to do. And this is the kind of healthcare, to me, that makes the sense.
Yes.
You know, doesn't it to you, Carol?
Absolutely. And I love that you had the passion to find it, and you had a story about that.
Yeah.
And that was that a woman came to you and she couldn't afford her health care and she was crying.
She did.
And that was very sad. And you said, I'm going to go out and find something, and by golly, you did it.
I did. Yeah, I was really surprised. I mean, I got her husband on Medicare, and everyone just waits to get to Medicare because it's so much less expensive than the other alternatives. And so he was like, oh, thankfully I got it. And his wife, she was 5 years away. And you're right, I couldn't help her. And she cried. And it really touched my heart. And I said, you know what? We're going to get a solution to this, because that's the name of my company, Absolute Insurance Solutions. And we're going to find solutions for people that work and make sense. All right.
He has found the solution, the American solution to healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
That is your tagline.
Well, that's what I think. I really do. I mean, I've seen a lot of different healthcare things come across my way, and wow.
Here we go.
But we're gonna.
Welcome back, everyone. We've been talking at the break here with Gef, and he's the owner of Absolute Insurance Solutions, and we've been talking about the American solution for healthcare for you,
absolutely.
And he has it. And and what we were talking about, the story, we were doing it on Facebook here. The story is, and I'm going to do it real fast for you, is that he had a woman that was helping her husband, and he needed Medicare at the time or whatever it was, and she couldn't afford it. You didn't have a plan for her, and it was just so expensive that she literally started to cry. And you said, and this is what I loved about you, is that I'm going to find something for her. And not only did you find something for her, you found something for every American out there for and listen to what this includes. First of all, real quickly though, I want to talk about the market trends, because you said, Carol, you feel their pain. You're feeling that they're in pain. You also said that we're on a death spiral when it comes to healthcare.
I'm going to explain all these things. So, you know, here's the thing. There are the top 8 things that people are afraid of are like food, bills, and everything. But 4 of the top 8 have to do with unexpected medical bills, your health insurance deductible, your premium, and your prescription drug costs. So 4 of the top 8 things that people are fearful or anxious about for medical, for their finances, has to do with medical. So that's what we are going to do today. We're going to answer all of those questions, and we're going to give you solutions for every single one of them.
I can't wait to hear.
Are you ready?
I'm going to let you go.
So here we go. Some of the things that I wanted to let you know. You know that deductibles have risen in 10 years 162%, 162. Premiums up 56%. Our wages, unfortunately, have gone up 26%, and the cost of living is 20%. So you can see why people really are nervous. There's a real reason why they're nervous, because the costs are real to them. It's taking money out of your pocket for medical costs that you need to live your everyday life. We need to give you that money back and give you superior health insurance, and we're going to do both. That's what we're going to do today. All right. Did you know that 63% of all Americans are not even able to make a $1,000 payment for an emergency room visit? They're not even able to do it. Hey, don't worry. We got that solved too today. Do you love it?
Right.
So here we go.
So
And here's what I'm going to explain to you about why you are feeling the way you're feeling. This is what's happening right now to every single one of you that are in the other plan. We won't say name names, but here we go. It's called the death spiral. And this is what it is. A death spiral occurs when not enough healthy people sign up for health insurance, causing the rates to skyrocket, and so do the deductibles, so that eventually no one can afford health insurance. Do you feel that right now? Okay. The beginning of the death spiral occurred with Obamacare, and it will reach a point where the market will collapse. And that's a fact. So don't be on something that's going to go over the cliff. Get off of that train, because it's not one that's going to be a lovely ending. Hey, get on mine, because mine is the solution. And here's what we've done. We standardized medical costs to what we call the usual customary schedule. It's called the RBRVS. And remember, I was referring back to Medicare just a little bit ago? That's the same fee schedule they're using for this health plan, and that's one of the lowest out there. So that means it cuts your costs when you go see a doctor, and that helps you all the way around. Also, we're going to reduce the adverse selection by covering risk responsibly. There's some things we have to maybe wait for a little bit, but you're still covered on the maintenance drugs. We can do that, kind of like dental insurance. They do the same thing. We cover you responsibly, but after a year, you're fully covered, good to go, guaranteed renewable until age 65. You can never be taken off the plan. Oh, and by the way, wouldn't you like to have a plan that has predictable health care costs and premium costs? Because our plan is going to save you 50 to 70% right off the bat, and we haven't had a price increase in over 12 years. I like that. Predictable. Something you can definitely sink your teeth in. And then we also are going to give you a comprehensive plan. It's not going to be a throw yourself at the wall type of a plan. It's comprehensive coverage that can help you with doctor visits all the way to hospitalization. And it's here. It's available. It's right now. We got it. I'm excited about it.
His phone number is 623-328-5298. He works statewide. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. He's ecstatic about it, and the reason why is because he's helped a lot of people being able to afford. And also what you said, what you forgot to say here, I believe, is that you know, if you want to go to a naturopathic doctor, and you had said before, you had said, well, you know, I wish you could, but you can't. But now, what did you say?
You absolutely can. So any doctor like that doesn't normally take traditional insurance, well, guess what? They take our insurance too. Here's another thing too. For all you folks, our little Hispanic folks out there in the world, you've been turned down from Obamacare because you don't have a Social Security. Hey, don't worry about it, because we're going to cover you. All you need to have is a green card, IN card, or visa. We're going to cover anybody and everybody. We're here. We have open arms to receive you in and help you in a huge and marvelous way.
And you created this with the company. You talked to them, and they created this particular insurance plan for people. And you are the one sort of made it happen. You kind of married the two, and they agreed to it. And now you're here sitting and wanted to talk about it and shout it out to everyone because it's so exciting that, you know, now you can actually afford your insurance and be able to go to the doctors that you want to.
Yeah.
This is a product that is, it's a customized program to meet your needs.
Absolutely.
You're going to pay what you need and what for and what not anything extra, and that's what's exciting about it. Now, the number to call him direct again, that's 623-328-5298. He works statewide. He does free consultations with everyone. It's a free, no obligation consultation, so he can talk to you and show you how this plan is going to help save you money and make you a happy camper. He said it's the American solution to health care. Yes. And again, his website is Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com.
And I'm glad you pointed that out, Carol, because you can put the plans together. There's one plan, the New Era plan, that covers a lot of different things. But the other plan is another plan called a MEC plan. So some people want to have a baby. I think that's a good thing to have. New Era doesn't cover natural birth, normal birth. But this other plan does. So if you want a baby, you add that plan to the New Era plan, and now you have coverage for everything, okay? So what it is, you said, you come to me and you say, Jeff, this is the kind of coverage I need. These are my issues. And I'll tell you, okay, great. we can cover everything. I mean, there's not one thing that you have that I cannot cover, okay? I want you to know that fully right now. You're fully covered on every detail. And when you come in here, I will design a plan to help meet your needs and make it so affordable, you would just be blown away. And most of these plans, they don't even have deductibles, so it's really awesome too.
That number again is 623-328-5298. It's a free, no obligation consultation to sit down and find out what he can do. If you're sitting around, believe me, why should you have to worry about this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Why not have something? That's what I love about this show, is it's information for you guys out there. When you hear it, it's unbelievable. So, and you know what? The thing is that it is believable because he does it with everyone every day.
Yes.
He's just so excited about it.
Yeah.
Check him out on his website. It's Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com. His phone number is 623-328-5298. Now, I just want to ask you a quick question before we go. How does the insurance company pay the claims then?
So the claims are paid by using the Medicare allowable rate, and those fee schedules have been around for over 60 years, and every CPT code that they have created spells out a certain price point for each of those issues that you deal with, and it's all taken care of. So that's how it does it. Also, real quick, the co-pays are paid first because the plan always pays first. Unlike the plan you have now where you got to pay first, this plan actually pays first. And that's beautiful, and that's why it works so well for everybody.
Phone number 623-328-5298. Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com. What do you want to leave him with, Mr. Wonderful?
I'll tell you what. I want you all to just give me a call. I'm excited because when you get on the phone with me, you're going to find out why I'm excited. Because after you get done, you're going to be excited because you're going to actually get health insurance that you get to use. It's less expensive. And, I mean, your family and you are going to be so well taken care of. And I'm going to, just see a smile on your face, and it's going to be
and
happy
that's what
for
it's all.
everybody.
That's where you're all about, is helping people and
I
making them
love to.
happy. And the passion just exudes from him. He's excited about it.
Yeah.
You guys should be too. It's the new era of healthcare. But what he said before he came on is, it is America's solution to the healthcare problem. He is excited about it. Everyone should call him and just have that consultation. It's free and it's no obligation. You're going to love it when you hear all about it. His number again, it's 623-328-5298. He works statewide. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. It's Absolute Insurance, the number 4, the letter U.com. What are your final words?
All right, America. All right, Arizona. Call me. Let's just change America. Let's get the best kind of health care that we can possibly get and do it affordably and first dollar coverage right off the bat. All right.
623-328-5298.